Hello there. This is my review of the 2023 Royal Enfield Classic 350 motorcycle. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Before the review, I wanted to discuss this ride you're watching. This route was planned with the Detect iOS app. It is 17 miles long and takes 36 minutes to complete. The day was cloudy, but I made this ride on time before the rain began. And now to the review. For some time now, I have wanted to experience riding a motorcycle. A few years ago, I decided to get a Piaggio scooter like the three-wheeled MP3 or the BV400. At the time, I was convinced that a scooter was convenient since it had an automatic drive and seemed less dangerous or less complex to ride. I was persuaded to get a motorcycle instead at a friend's suggestion. One of his points was that for the price point of the Piaggio scooter, I should get a motorcycle since it was more practical. I was hesitant to buy a motorcycle. I wanted to feel safe and ride easily. Slowly, I did my research. I fell in love with the more complex machines. The next step was to decide what brand of bike I'd get. Should I buy a new or used motorcycle? What size engine should I start with? I'm not interested in fast motorcycles, so I didn't want to go with a Kawasaki Ninja 400 or other sports bikes. I was sure that I wanted a cruiser-style motorcycle. I did some research online, and I read that new riders should buy a used bike. The idea is that if you drop the bike, and many people are convinced that sooner or later you will drop the bike, then you didn't drop a brand new bike. It makes sense, I guess. You don't want to damage your investment. I get it. After some thought, however, I concluded that even if it was a piece of good advice, I didn't want to deal with a used vehicle. I reasoned that I didn't want to deal with a bad bike or any possible mechanical issues with a used machine. Maybe it wasn't a logical train of thought, but it was how I felt. Okay then, I will buy a new bike, I thought. After more research, I considered getting the Kawasaki Eliminator 400 or the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 motorcycle. I wanted to start with a smaller bike since I was interested in cruising instead of seeking high-speed thrills. Even though the Kawasaki seemed a great buy, I liked the Hunter since it was economical and didn't feel cheap. I was visiting the local Royal Enfield dealer to see the Hunter 350. The salesperson then made a suggestion. He said that even though I liked the Hunter, I should consider the Classic 350. It was the same engine, but this one looked like a 1950s or 60s motorcycle. He showed me the gunmetal gray-colored one. I fell in love. A month later, in December 2023, I bought that bike. Keep in mind that this is my first motorcycle. I had no experience riding it. My idea was to learn to ride it little by little, get used to it, and take my time to experience the machine. That was the time I got scared touching it. "You're gonna drop it, Eddie," I thought. I was terrified to use it. After some time, I slowly conquered that fear by placing my bike on its center stand. Once I could do that simple task, I could handle moving it. Soon, I started riding around my neighborhood, getting to know the bike. I documented my experiences with a GoPro camera attached to my helmet. I then explored outside of my neighborhood, going further away from home. I've gone to work with the bike before, and today, as you can see in this video, I took a 17-mile ride along the I-35 frontage road and some back roads. I still need to learn more, of course. It is a matter of time and practice, and I have not dropped my bike. The 2023 Royal Enfield Classic 350 is a beautiful machine with classic 50s looks. The fastest I have gone with it has been 60 miles per hour. Remember that this is not a machine for racing or going at higher speeds. This bike can manage speeds between 55 and 65 without problems on a frontage road or any back roads. The J-Series engine is 349cc, the same engine as in the Royal Enfield Hunter and Meteor 350 motorcycles. The difference is tire sizes and seating position. The Classic 350 has an upright seating position, making it easy to reach the handlebar. The seat is comfortable, and there will not be any problems with longer rides. My bike also included a pillion seat for a passenger. There is much more gobbledygook regarding technical details like a 5-speed transmission, ABS brakes, and whatnot. I won't be able to compare this bike with any other since this is my first motorcycle. As a new rider, I think I find it a solid machine. I feel at ease riding it, and it's very comfortable. Do I need more power? Its 20.2 horsepower at 6,100 RPM and 19.9 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM cover my need for a solid cruiser to enjoy relaxing rides. I'm not looking for a faster motorcycle. Will I upgrade my bike anytime soon? I don't think so, honestly. In conclusion, I have a great motorcycle to learn to ride. I'm looking forward to riding this bike and planning some routes using the Detect app. I want to explore more back roads and see what I can discover with the Royal Enfield Classic 350. Thanks for watching. Until next time.